Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining me, say hello in the chat. I am jumping in here live to share some important information that I think is going to hopefully provide a sigh of relief to so many musicians who may be struggling with this notion of market saturation. So I named today's conversation, why the right branding will beat market saturation 100% of the time. It's because I truly believe that if you have the right way of communicating who you are, what you do, the value of what you do, there's no such thing as market saturation. When we talk about market saturation, we're trying to reference the fact that there's already people doing what we're doing, or there's many, there's too much of what we are already doing and there's not enough opportunity for us. And this is something that I hear so many musicians struggle with when it comes to understanding how to build their businesses, and especially when it comes to setting themselves apart. They tell themselves there's just too much already, there too many people are doing what I'm doing, what could possibly be different, right? And so I'm coming in here because I really feel like I have to share this message. It needs to be heard in the fact that there is no such thing as market saturation when you know how to market yourself, when you understand how to communicate the value of what you do. No, there's no such thing. Market saturation doesn't exist. Why? Because you can actually set yourself apart with the right frameworks, with the right communication skills, with the right message about the business that you're building, the value, and not only what you do, but also who you are. And I think most of the times when we're focusing too much on our technical sides, we don't realize that actually the market will respond to the right type of branding, the right type of messaging, right? And when you communicate what you do effectively, then even though there may be other people doing what you're doing, at the end of the day, it comes down to your ability to create the right branding. And that branding means many different things, but the most important thing you need to understand is that branding can be defining what you do and bringing that persona around your perspective, meaning not just focusing on your skills, but especially focusing on the vision that you have, the perspective that you have, your values, your story. People come to you not just because of what you do, but because of who you are. And when you realize that, all of a sudden you realize that you are in fact unique, that you have a lot to offer, that you don't have to worry about whether other people are teaching piano like you are, whether other people are, putting out music like you are wanting to do. You can forget about that, because all of a sudden now you realize that no one has gone through what you've gone through at the same level of intensity or in the same way. All of a sudden you realize you do have something to offer that is different. And you realize that ultimately it's not just about the skills that you bring to this, but it's especially about your message, your vision, your lens. And so I want to just bring this to the conversation and see how you feel about this, and let me know, by the way, if you've ever felt stuck from a sense of, oh, how would I set myself apart? What could I possibly do that already hasn't been done? If you've ever found yourself in that narrative of telling yourself like there's enough of people doing what I want to do, this is for you, because what I want you to realize is that the results you're getting right now in your business, the results or lack of results, are directly related to the message you're putting out there. I was just talking to one of our clients who was coming in and really learning about reinventing herself, reinventing her business. But she shared with me, for the first couple of months inside the program, I kept telling myself, I don't know that I have something to offer. I don't know that I could do something. I don't know that people are going to want what I have to say. And even though I saw other people reinventing themselves, rebranding themselves, and just changing their lives and changing their studios, going from teaching 25 hours to teaching 2 hours a week, going from making $80 an hour to making $5,000 for 6 months. Somehow there was a voice inside of me that kept telling me, yeah, that may work out for them, but it's not going to work out for me. Right. And it wasn't until she started seeing really how inevitable this was going to happen, and she started surrounding herself by people who were already doing that, and she started changing her beliefs. And by the way, during the time that she was doubting herself and doubting her ability and doubting her potential, all her students left. Like, she actually had 10 students drop her program, which was not a coincidence. Why? Because she was in this frequency of doubt. She was in this frequency of feeling that there wasn't enough opportunity for her. She was in this frequency of disbelief. And of course, the universe will respond to whatever you put out there. And so, yeah, she lost 10 students in the process. And so when she started shifting into saying, actually, there may be a way where I can position myself differently than what I've done before. There are people in my environment that actually want what I can offer. I've just never offered myself in this way. I've never positioned myself in a new way. I've never given people the opportunity to work with me differently than what I've done before. Now, if I start shifting that and really changing the way I see the opportunities in the world, uh, things are going to start shifting. So, in fact, that's what she did. She started shifting her perspective, seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. And lo and behold, she started getting positive responses, presenting her new program to her students. And her students said, yeah, this sounds like something we would be open to. Now she's starting to see the shift of her external reality, which is directly related to her, the way she started positioning herself in the world, the way she started communicating, the things she told not only people about what she was doing, but most importantly, the things she told herself about what's possible, right? So there's a lot that I want to talk about, and obviously I can't come in here and just go all in this type of format. But what I do want to do is invite you to an amazing workshop that I'm presenting starting on Monday, where I'm going to be walking you through for 3 days the actual steps in how you can create a stronger brand, how you can build your image, your persona in a way that communicates not just what you do, but also who you are, and how, with the right type of system and step by step strategy to build your story, to create the right messaging system, to understand ultimately how to define the positioning of what you do, how, when you follow that, you're actually able to create a strong signal into the world. And people will respond favorably to that when you're clear on what sets you apart and how to communicate that strategically. So, this is a brand new workshop. I've never really taught it in this way before, and I want to invite you to join me. It'll be 3 days starting on Monday, June 10th through the 12th, plus a couple bonus sessions. But I want to invite you to sign up. This is a free event. Go to fabianaclaire.com/discovery to reserve your seat. And I look forward to being able to walk you through, if this resonates with you and you're interested in really seeing how you can improve your messaging, your brand, and create a way to captivate your audience and ultimately give you the path to be able to change your price point, change your offer, and restructure the way you've been working, so you're not having to be putting so much effort to not get enough return. This workshop is going to be for you. I'm going to be walking you through specifically step by step how to create the right story, why storytelling is so important, how to develop the right messaging for your business, how to draw from parallels from music, actually, to know how to connect with people in your community. You see, chances are, if you're like me and most of the musicians that I've helped, you don't need to find brand new audiences for your program. You don't need to find people who've never heard from you to come into your world brand new. No, you've got people right now in your audience, in your environment, in your community, who would be happy to work with you in a better way, in a different capacity, to pay premium prices for your services, as long as you are able to redesign your brand and position what you do truly from a place of service, from a place of authenticity, and with a desire to create a lasting legacy. I know you're watching this because you know that you have a lot to offer. You know that there's more out there. You just don't know how to put it out there in a strategic way. So that's where we come in. And I look forward to working with you over 3 days and showing you step by step how you can shift your branding, improve your messaging, and above all, master your positioning so that you can attract premium clients and observe the new strategies to be able to redefine and re-engineer the way you're working, so you no longer have to be so stuck in the grind trading your time for money, and instead you're able to really monetize who you are, not just what you do. If you want to monetize who you are, monetize your knowledge, your experience, and really attract people who are coming because of your essence, your lens, not just your skills, this workshop is going to be for you. So hop on over to fabianaclaire.com/discovery, and I look forward to seeing you next week. We start on Monday. Let's go. See you soon.